Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you play a song called Man Who Sold the World. I'm kind of working off the Nirvana unplugged version for this, although I love David Bowie too. But we're going to, if you want to play along with Nirvana on this particular song, what you would want to do is tune down a half step. So you'd have to go to your E string and actually loosen up the tuner just a little bit to get to E flat, B flat, G flat, D flat, A flat, and E flat for your tuning. But we're just going to work this lesson in standard tuning because it's just a little bit easier that way. So we'll kind of start off with second fret on the G string. It's kind of our main lick through the tune. And we kind of play that second fret on the G string 3 times. And then you go open G. And then you go back to second fret on the G. And you may want to do a hammer on to the 3rd fret on the G. So kind of playing this, I'm using my second finger for this. You can use your first finger for this too. I'm kind of doing a hammer on the 2nd fret on the G string. And then doing a pull off back to 2nd fret on the G. So it's kind of a 2-3-2 hammer on pull off. And then go into an open G. So a hammer on pull off is a little weird. You play the 2nd fret with your pick, put your finger down, let them fall off the string towards the floor, and then you may want to try that last lick as a pull off. Might even make it a little bit easier actually to put all those notes together. But you got kind of that 2-2-2 oh, 2-3-2 oh, 2-2-2 oh, 2-3-2 oh, 2-2-2 oh, 2-3-2 oh, 2-2-2 oh, 2-3-2 oh. It kind of goes through that intro part. And if you wanted to back that up with chords, actually they don't do this exactly the same in the original intro, but on the returns they do. I start backing this lick up with an A major chord. And normally you do this first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, 3rd finger on the B string 2nd fret, big party on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, the beautiful sounds of A major. Now on A's in general, you may want to think about lifting off the 2nd finger, bringing in an A sus2, or you can add in the pinky on the B string 3rd for an A suspended chord, and kind of say some stuff around A's in general. Or you may dig on using an A7 sus, doing first finger on the D second, 2nd finger on the G second, 3rd finger on the B third, pinky on the high third. It's a slightly more unresolved A option. Or you may dig on it using an A7 chord. So we took the regular A major and lifted off the 2nd finger, always a fun finger to lift. It makes an A7 chord. Or you can kind of put the 2nd finger on the B second, use the pinky on the high third, and give it a little bit more bite, so you kind of dig on that. And then from the A, we can go into a D minor chord. And normally you do this first finger on the high E 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the B 2nd fret, or 3rd fret. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the sad sounds of D minor. Now you may also dig on lifting off the 1st finger. You can add D sus2, or you can put the pinky in on the high E 3rd for D suspended, kind of say some stuff around the D minor chord. And then from the D minor, we'd be going to an F major. And normally you do this as a 1st fret bar. I'll talk about some easier options here too. And then 2nd finger on the G, 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A, 3rd fret, pinky on the D string on the 3rd fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds an F major chord. It sounds really happy. Now if you're just starting out, trying to avoid bar chords, you could use a F major 7 by doing 1st finger on the B 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G 2nd, 3rd finger on the D 3rd. And if you strum the D string to the high E string, the happy groovy sounds of F major 7. Or if you really want to jazz this up, you can use an F major 13. By doing 1st finger on the G 2nd, 2nd finger on the D 3rd, 3rd finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. And that might make it a little bit easier if you're digging on the A7 sus, da 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 da, to the D sus, da 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 da, to the F 13, da 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 da, back to the D sus. You may only have to move a couple fingers, so you may want to think about using it that way. Now there's a couple different strummings you may want to play around with through the tune. You could work kind of an 8 down count, kind of the A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, A, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, D minor. Or you could use a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. So we took the A major and just tried that a lot. You got down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. So we tried that, and I'm kind of filling in space. You may want to just gravitate towards the lick on the A and the D minor, or even just doing big downs on those. D minor is kind of how it comes back. But just to practice the strumming, we have the A, down, up, down, A, down, up, down, D minor, D minor, F try down, up, down, up, down, up could be cool because you could swing it more. Kind of A, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, D minor, D minor, we passed it. And then we'd be going into our verse part. And our verse kind of mixes up things at the very end. We start on the A, and then more A, da, 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 D minor, da, 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 A, da, 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 F, da, 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 da. But then we go to a C major chord. And normally you do this first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the D second, third finger on the A third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, then that sounds a C major chord that sounds really happy. Now you may also dig on lifting off the first finger, making it a C major 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the B third for C major 9, kind of say some stuff around the C chord. Or another way to play C major 9, we'll be doing first finger on the D second, second finger on the A third, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of working that for your C. And we kind of have our full count on the C, and then more C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But then we go to our A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But then we kind of half an A. And you may want to do this with 4 downs. Or you can kind of, if you're doing the down, down, up, down, up, you may want to do just a down, down, up on that A before we go into our D minor with our whole pattern at the very end of the verse. So all the way through that first verse, you have the A. Starts on the C major, and you will hear this cool little bass line actually on the C that Chris is playing, where you play third on the A, open D, second on the D, third fret on the D, open G, second fret on the G, third fret on the G, and then first fret on the B. So it's kind of an F major scale, but you're starting on a C note. We're going C, D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C. It's kind of that C idea. Doing that 3 times, and then we go to an F idea that kind of works around the F chord. It's kind of an F major scale straight up. We play first on the low E, third fret on the low E, open A, first fret on the A, third fret on the A, open D, second fret on the D, and then third fret on the D. So it's kind of an F major scale on F. Your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So we got F, G, A, B flat, C, B, E, F. Then our bass changes to a D flat note, and kind of A string on the 4th fret is kind of your D flat. And you could use a couple different options here actually. You could use a power chord for this, kind of first finger on the A, 4th fret, third finger on the D6 would be a D flat 5 power chord. Or if you wanted to, you can kind of use this as a bar chord on 4th fret, third finger of the D, G, and B, and make that a D flat major chord. And if you're just starting out and you're kind of digging on the power chord option, then you could even use your other chords that way through the chorus. You do a C5 power chord, first finger on the A third, third finger on the D, 5th fret. It's kind of a C5. F5 would kind of be first finger on the low E, 1st fret, third finger on the A, 3rd fret. So if you wanted to follow just the power chords, you could do that too through the chorus. C, da, da, C, not F, we D flat. Or if you're digging on the strum pattern, then you have the C, C, not F, we D flat, F, C, F, with the D flat, and then from there, then we'll be going back into our intro part. You may want to do just that big A down, da 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 da, and then D minor is kind of a big down, da 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 da, and then pick it up on the F chord, da 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 da, before we kind of have a big D minor. Now, something else I think about adding to the song though is bass notes, and a lot of times on that first down of the down down up up down up, or the down up down up up down up, you're throwing a bass for the chord. So on the A you have the A for the bass, on the D minor you have the D for the bass, on the F bar you have low E for the bass, on the F major 7, F major 13 you have D for the bass, and on the D flat major chord we have the A for the bass, and on the C we have the A for the bass. So you can kind of fill time in on that intro with bass down up down up, and you have the A with an A bass, D with an A bass, D minor with an A bass, D minor with an D bass, F with low E bass, and kind of a big D minor chord to lead us into our second verse. So we tried our second verse with basses. We got A, that with a bass down up down up. We have the C, not F, D, D flat, F, C, F, with the D flat, and then from there, then we kind of have our little intro return. You may want to work that A with the lick too. This would be another idea, is kind of doing the down as your first note of the lick. So, and then you may want to hit the D minor and then pick the lick up. So I'm kind of cheating that just a little bit. Kind of A 2 O 2 3 2 O, A 2 2 2 O 2 3 2 O, and then D minor 2 O 2 3 2 O 2 2 2 O to lead us into kind of our chorus again. So we're at the C, F, D, D flat, F, your C, F, with the D flat, and then we kind of have our intro come back kind of all the way to, so the A, or you can try that idea on the F. Solo for the outro. We got the A, D minor, D minor, you can kind of pick that lick up on some of those chords. Kind of follow some of those lead notes that Kurt's playing. It kind of starts on the G string second with our intro lick. But then you may want to try and slide that to 9th fret and miss. so and that's a little weird. It's almost like you're going to from 2 to slide to 8 up to 9th fret, and then back to the intro leg. Slide all the way to 10th fret on the G, and then we may slide to 9th fret, and then 7th fret, and then 7 to 9 slide, that's the basics of how you can strum through Man Who Sold the World by Nirvana. So best of luck. Hope you got something out of this video. Please like it, subscribe, share it with your friends, and best of luck.